We're going to talk about multiplying integers with the same sign. Now, when we multiply with same sign, you'll notice I left out the word integer. And that's because this works for any two numbers. So multiplying any two numbers with the same sign. For this lesson, we're really going to focus on integers, but this will work for any two numbers. So if we multiply two numbers with the same sign, we will always get positive numbers. If the two numbers have the same sign, we will always get positive numbers when we multiply. That's the truth. It's true for multiplying two decimals, a decimal with an integer, two integers, two fractions. Always get a positive number. Now, just to make sure, when we're talking about the sign, we're talking about if it's positive or negative. And so -3 and +7 have different signs because the 3 is negative and the 7 is positive. Those don't count. If we multiply two integers with the same sign, like -4 times -2, that will give us a positive number because the negative and the negative are the same sign. Now, then what we do is we know our answer is going to be positive, and then we just multiply the number themselves, 4 and 2, and we get 8 because 4 times 2 is 8. And since they are the same sign, it's a positive 8. If they are both positive, we look at that. The positive and the positive means our answer is going to be positive because they are the same sign. And 3 times 2 is 6. So our answer is positive 6. Now you may notice that I've been using this little dot instead of an X. And now that you're in a little bit higher of a grade, you're going to be using the dot instead of an X. And that's really important that you learn how to do that because later on we'll start having variables and it can get really confusing if we use X's for times instead of dots as times. Now be really careful. Make absolutely sure that you don't drop that down low like that, because if you drop it down low, that's a decimal point. So it needs to stay up and centered from the top to bottom. So that's a multiplication symbol. That's really, really important. You're clear and take the time to make sure it appears in the right place. So remember, if two numbers have the same sign and we multiply them together, we get a positive number.